MrBeast just had to make one of the hardest decisions he probably ever had to make in his life, and that is to fire one of his best friends that he known for well over a decade because of some serious allegations. The person we're talking about is Chris Tyson, who is now Ava Tyson, which is now a transgender. MrBeast, known as Jimmy, just released a statement that I will share with you guys briefly. If you're not already hip and been living under a rock, MrBeast is the biggest creator in the world, with releasing a video that already have close to over 200 million views, where he gathered the top 50 YouTubers in the world and got them to all compete for $1 million.
I've gathered 50 of the biggest YouTubers on the planet, and whichever one lasts the longest in this queue wins that $1 million for their subscribers.
So the alleged allegations is that Chris, one of his employees and best friends, have a history of messaging minors and having very inappropriate conversations. I will be very careful with my words because social media platforms do not take lightly of using these type of words, but y'all can get where I'm going with it. So online and on Twitter, people been releasing a lot of evidence like, yo, I was this age and Chris was messaging me. Here go the timestamps, here go our Snapchat, here go everything, and people have been sending receipts. You see a lot of the messages, and he was sharing inappropriate type of artwork from a inappropriate type of artist, and you see a lot of receipts when it come down to it. So this has been very heavy on social media. A lot of people like, hey, MrBeast, what you're gonna do? You have an employee that is completely being very inappropriate and been doing it for years. So the original person everybody was talking about was this person named Lava. Lava has recently came out and was like, look, all of this stuff is going too far. Yes, I talked to Chris, but nothing went inappropriate on that next level. Right here, you see his pin post saying these videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of. Can you please do me a favor and comment under these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? I am not a victim, and I am not backpedaling any statements I have already made. Everything I've stated is very true. Nothing bad happened between me and Chris. People are creating lies around my name. Yesterday, while under a lot of stress from trying to get my story out as quickly as possible, I made a mistake and included 2 videos in a tweet that had nothing to do with my situation. Here go the corrected ones. So here go a quick backstory about Chris. He was originally married with kids, and I guess whatever reason he decided to become transgender, completely change his sex and all of that, and I'm assuming he's not with his wife no more. So since I've been watching MrBeast for a long time, when I originally seen Chris turn into Ava, there was 2 parts of it for me. The first part was I commended MrBeast for his loyalty for his friendships, because people change, have different identities and just different moments in their life. And Chris' moment was to become a transgender. So any other creator that have that big platform, have that much money behind you, will probably just been like, look, I'm sorry, I love you, but you can't be on screen with me. But MrBeast didn't do that. He kept him in all his videos and rock with his friend. Now on the other side of it had me thinking, you're the biggest creator and most of your content is advertised towards kids and a younger audience. In a small area in my mind, I am thinking there's probably not the best agenda to be pushing out to everybody, but it is what it is. So Chris came out on Twitter and said, I would like to apologize for any of my past behaviors or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. I want to add, I never groomed anyone. The person who get brought up the most in these accusations is Lava, has vocally supported that they are false. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and those who may feel betrayed how I act online. To lump these 2 factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In the past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who work at MrBeast, which is why I stepped away. Oh man, there's so much going on, so much really to unpack when you think about it. So before I get to MrBeast's statement, but here go another person that's coming out again.
Chris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old. I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Chris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for MrBeast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join MrBeast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me. Me and him were both initially involved in running Chris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them.
Nate's calling me. Hey, what's up? You're on stream.
You just leaked your address. Please end your stream. As well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were, I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Chris invited him after that, and Chris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Garry's Mod server for the 10 million subscriber MrBeast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Chris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different corn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of, and he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy, as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called daddy by a 20-year-old, and even just thinking about it now, it's just uncomfortable. This server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming corn to minors. This story is so much bigger and runs so much deeper than any of you really realize, so if you want to hear more and you want a part 2, let me know.
So now you seeing videos come all over. Some I seen, I wouldn't even show you guys because I don't believe it. Looked like a lot of disgruntled MrBeast employees that probably got fired. Now they're giving their side and all of that type of stuff. And to a certain degree, it's like you have to think MrBeast is #1. So now everybody pulling up old clips of MrBeast and crazy things he was saying back in the day, because when you're #1, everybody want to take you down. He's been on top for so long, so people would love to see the fall of MrBeast. And just 3 hours ago, he finally released a statement, and he said, "Over the last few days, I become aware of serious allegations of Ava Tyson behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I have seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation, and I will take any further action based on their findings." And you seeing people in the comments, "You did what's best, thanks MrBeast, now improving the world one video at a time." His name is Chris, and the dude left his family for, okay, so you got the people online that's probably going crazy. So this is the information we have right now. Make sure you guys like this video. We're going to push it out to the people, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.